I'm the tireless tangler. Give me a minute to get my act together. I will give you guys a minute to find me again. I had some issues with equipment and a program that I was trying out today. And so hopefully everybody can find me again. Hi, guys. I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes since I'm 3 minutes early and see if we can get everybody in. Hey, Ms. Oscara. How is everyone today? I put myself on busy on the phone so nobody calls again. That was embarrassing. Hi, Allison. How are you? All right, let me find comments here. There I am. All right. Well, it's not quite as nice as usual, but let's see if we can fix things. Oh, now it's looking better. Now it's looking better. Okay. So let me start over again. Hi, Debbie from Alberta. With 2 grandkids with me today, Kiara and... Hold on, let me find my chat. Wait, I've got to watch an ad. Cindy, come on. Here we go. All right. How is your husband doing, Nancy? Hi, Ren. It is good to see you. Hi, Dee. Hi, Patty. Oh, Debbie has 2 grandkids with her today, Kiara and Declan. Hi, guys. How old are you? I like grandkids. They're the best people ever. That's kind of big on mine, but looks okay on the screen. Rainy here too, Lynn. It is rainy everywhere, I think, at least in our area. Hi from Wyoming. Hi, Kitty. So let me start from the top, okay? Oh, that's cute. He's hoping to come home today. That's wonderful. Raining in New Zealand too. Kiara is almost 13 and Declan is 10. Are they going to draw with us today? Because I think they will really like EMOBALL. EMOBALL. Sounds like I'm... Anyway. All right. We do need rain, but goodness. It's been raining all week and it's so cold. And I usually do not complain about cold, which is a good thing. Snowing in Wyoming. Wow. All right. Hola, buenas noches desde Cantabria, España. Well, hello, Spain. How are you today? I am looking for my pen, and this one will work. I am going to be working on a black 01 today on gray. Hi, Frida, aka Christiana, and Nancy in Ontario, in Muskoka. I bet it's cold there too, isn't it, Nancy? And sunny in Florida. Ah, Patty. That's why people go there, isn't it? Hi, Isabel. ¿Cómo estás? Bonsoir in France. How are you this evening? Cloudy in Arizona. That's because the weather has come from there, huh? Two from Arizona. All right. Okay, guys. So, quick announcement. I'm going to start with my usual EMOBALL. Yeah. Happy stuff. And PACH. We're going to do too. So, let me say that I had a comment that was very well stated, and that was that they were having trouble concentrating on the information because of all of the banter. And I will be the first to admit that I'm highly distracted by chat. And apuestas en una primavera aún fría, pero muy soleada. Okay, so it sounds like it's spring in France, and so it's sunny but a little chilly. Am I understanding? Somebody with French help me. Oh, merci. Okay, so what's going to happen now is, well, we're 2 minutes in now. What's going to happen now is I'm going to concentrate on the tile and the teaching, and you guys are going to have fun in chat. And every now and then I'm going to take a break, but I'm going to try to focus on the tile and the relaxing and all of that so that we can focus on the drawing, which is why we all came. No problem, Angela. Oh my goodness. I hope he's okay. So what I learned about, so let me start. Let me officially start the video. Okay. Stop. I know I'm so distracted. Okay. Hey y'all, this is Cindy. I'm the Tireless Tangler. I want to welcome you back to the 100 Days of Zentangle Project 2021. Thank you so much for being with me today on day 75, just 25 more days. We are all feeling a little nostalgic and sad, I think, but onward and upward. This is going to be the year of Zentangle. We're going to find out how many patterns we can do this year, and I'm guessing it's going to be a whole lot. So, let's see. Yeah, don't forget to like the video. I missed something in French. Can I speak slowly, please? I will try to. I normally do. I get very excited. En real, estamos en una primavera fría. Yes, that. You guys help me. All right. My French is not great, unless that's Spanish, in which case I'm really confused. So let's get going. So the two tangles we're doing today are called EMOBALL, and that is by Tomás Padrós from Spain. He's in Barcelona. These are the most fun guys ever. And PACH, which is by Judy Okawa. And this is really fun and reminds me of the little paper loops that we used to make in kindergarten. Don't you guys remember that? These are fun, right? It's blurry already. Dadgummit. Stop that. All right. Let's zoom in a little bit and see if that will help, okay? Thanks for letting me know, Barbara. Please keep letting me know. That's Spanish. Thank you, Angela. I'm so lost on some days. All right. So gray tile today with black. All right. So I'm going to draw my string with my white charcoal pencil so that you guys can see it, but you can draw yours with your regular pencil if that's what you like. Okay. And I'm going to do just a regular border, maybe with a bit of curve in there. Maybe not too close to the edge, Cindy. This got a little too close to the edge. Okay. Oh, you can't see that because I can't. All right. So what I thought might be fun today would be to use PACH as a border. And on the inside, put some little emo guys, right? They're going to be so much fun. So let's look at PACH. This is both of these are requests by you guys, and I thought we might have some fun with them. So the beginning of PACH is set up very much like the Zentangle pattern Zenith, okay? And you're going to start, and you can draw these on the top of your string line, and you can draw them on the bottom. It's not going to matter. We're going to end up in the same place, okay? So I'm going to start at the corner, and I'm going to make these little half circles. And I'm going to want to point them up, okay? Or whatever direction up needs to be. So basically what I don't want to do is slant these so that that's not clear. I want there to be a clear point to these, yeah? Now you don't have to make these really tall or big. If you guys have questions, please do me a favor. Write a big capital question and then ask your question so I recognize what we're doing. No, no, Frida, no. I want you guys to continue to have chat time. I want you to continue to be crazy and fun in chat and just do your thing. But I also have to remember that the point of this is for us to draw together. And so you don't need to be quiet, okay? You guys, hi Carlito. Well, see, now the party has arrived and we can go from there. Okay, so don't feel hushed by me. You guys continue to have fun in chat. I just may not participate as much as I have been, okay? So now this next part is the part that people have trouble with, okay? And Linda Farmer suggested on Tangle Patterns that you handle this like we do in Zenith, the Zentangle pattern Zenith. Now, I always have trouble with this method because I always tend to overshoot the center. And then what we have here is something that doesn't work as well in the pattern as some other things. And I suspect that this is where people are having their issues. Okay? So this is the next step, is to add these little stem lines. And it's going to be, this is why we wanted these lines to come in cleanly up or down, right? Instead of slanted. Does that make sense? Sort of, kind of, not really. So what I'm going to do to handle my own problem with this is I'm going to put a tiny dot in the center of the cup, right? And I'm going to bring each point down to that point. Each point down to that point, okay? Now here's the trick. You want this to be a complete nice circle, except that that wasn't a good example of that. Okay, don't listen to me. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay? So it's easier for me. This is why we point at the circle, Cindy, or at the middle. Because then if you do it this way, then you end up all over the place. So I like that point. It keeps me from getting into trouble. And then here you have that nice rounded top. Okay? And I invite you to take some deep breaths while you're placing your little rice shapes in. That's essentially what we end up with, are some diagonal rice shapes. And I kind of like it. You guys are funny. I love you all, and you're not naughty. I adore you all, And so, speaking of having fun while I'm drawing this, um, I have been looking into Zoom further. I think that may be our best bet. It's about half the size of Google Meets as far as the app goes. And I'm looking into the possibility that we could possibly stream uh, straight the classes straight to YouTube. However, anybody watching from YouTube would not be able to participate as far as chat and that kind of thing goes. But I am ready to set something up so that we can all get together. And I'm thinking everybody brings a work that or a tile or something that they're working on, a work in progress. And then you can come hang out and we can get to know each other personally. How would that be? A trench clavier. Is that a piano? I'm not sure. Okay, stop apologizing, you people. Laughter is great. In fact, I think that's one of the great things about what we have been doing that I think has been lacking in my life is laughter. I mean, you know, when Mari's here, of course, there are shenanigans, and sometimes, you know, he can get me going, but nobody gets me going like this group of people. I swear to God. Nancy, just be quiet. Because she's my partner in crime, I think. And we might have some serious problems if the two of us ever met in person. Ditto for Carlito, because if I make a trip to the UK, that place will never be the same after we get together. You guys just continue with your chat shenanigans, right? I'll be looking, don't you fret. You can still make me laugh. You already do. So just do your best on these. And you know, if they're a little weird, don't freak out. It's going to be okay. All right. If you have one left over like that, just finish it off. So you have your little rice shapes. Okay, now for the magic step. Okay. And if you have done yours at all curvy, like I have done mine, then I want to encourage you to point your lines that you're going to draw right now at the line, at the string line or the border line, okay? That might be dangerous. Carlito says they would close the borders, so I couldn't leave. They might not want me. They might pay to make me leave. So if you'll notice, some of these are pointed in different directions. I'm trying to point them directly at my string line, okay? I don't know if you can see it anymore because I've sort of, well, I'm not doing the best job here. So I've sort of drawn over it. You want to try to get these all about the same height, which I am clearly not doing. But I am also going to remember my own advice, which is to not prejudge my outcome and to trust the patterns, okay? You can go all the way around. I was just afraid I wouldn't be able to turn the corner, Marcy. Marcy said she drew hers all the way around, which is awesome because I wanted to do that, but I don't think I'm smart enough to get these around the corner, and quite frankly, I didn't want to put the brain into it that much. Okay, so after you draw your little, oh, I forgot, turn your tile upside down and do the same thing in all the little V's. Okay. You don't want these to curve. You want to try to make them straight. Now they can slant in different angles, but you don't want the lines themselves to be curvy, if that makes sense. See, these are definitely slanting or diagonal, but I'm pointing them or the lines themselves are straight. Mari's phone's in there going off. What doesn't matter? Hi, Kathy. Yay, I'm glad you stumbled in and you reminded me to say something. You guys that are not getting notifications for these, make sure that where the subscribe button is, that you are also pressing that notification bell. If not, then YouTube only serves you the content from your subscriptions sometimes. I mean, it'll put it in your subscription feed, but on your home page you may not see it unless you have pressed the notification button bell. I don't know. So at the top of these, then we're going to join each one with just a slight C curve, right? We're going to join the tops of each of these, okay? And they're not going to be perfect, but if you can get them nice and neat, that's the goal. Hi, Mobile, Alabama. Oh, you're addicted to my personality. Now, that's just scary. My own family doesn't like to talk to me. I guess I have a hard time understanding. But that's my self-esteem issues right there. So I'm going to try to chill out with that. You guys help with that. You know that, right? All right. Okay, now I'm going to turn it over and do this exact same thing back the other direction. Uruguay. Hi, Patty. South America's in the house. Nice. Okay, now we're going to go back this way and we're going to again join these little straight lines with this C curve. And if they are slanted, like some of mine were over here, it's going to work beautifully. Just focus on each stroke of the pen, going from each line to the next, and having a nice pleasing curve on that. Okay. So I think I need to finish this out over here. So we'll just go up and over like this. There. Close enough. All right, I'm gonna, whoops. The last step, so we don't get confused, and then we'll go over this one again. The last step is then to join these, or make it look like these are joining from behind. So what we're gonna do is not on this straight line, but near here, we're going to draw another C curve that's going to look like it comes from here and ends here, okay? So as if it were on the inside of this. And we're going to make it slight and small, okay? We don't want it to be big and loopy, even though that's my general go-to is the big loopiness. Well, see? I spoke it and there it was, loopy. Small, Cindy. There you go. Good deal. Small. Oddballs unite. I am with you on that. I believe that creatives are considered odd. And that's okay. Creative people are what makes the world special. That's my belief. All right, so upside down, and we do again the same thing going back. So this entire tangle truly is made of these C curves, and everyone can draw a C, right? Got this a little close to the edge, but we are going to be just fine. The shading really makes this work, but that is a very strange thing, and I'm going to show you to shade it my way. Get ready. I don't know what my thing with shading has been. I haven't been watching any lessons. I have been, you know, but this tangle always makes me go, let's shade this just for fun since we're talking about it. Let's do. Okay, so I'm assuming, and I did look at the shading on Tangle Patterns on the step out, and I'm assuming that what they did was pretty much put your color in one area and then blend it up. And I think that's fine. I think I'm going to do this on one side. Can you guys see this well enough? Would you like me to zoom in? Yes, it's just like a paper garland, exactly. Hey, Nancy. That's what she got in school. She can draw C's. All right. Good job, girl. So can you see this a little bit better now? I hope. On my screen, it looks huge. Let's see. There we go. There we go. How does that look for you guys? Okay. All right. Good deal. So what I'm going to do is shade on one side. Okay, again with that invisible light source that you do not have to pay attention to, and if you want to just shade in the deep parts and leave it there, that's fine too. It seems that with this pattern, it's the color difference that seems to make the biggest difference. But I also found that since we're using gray, we have the opportunity to add highlights, and so we are going to certainly take advantage of that. Yeah, and so that's going to be one side. And then I'm going to turn it over. Oh, yeah, no, I'm going to leave this. Here's my tip for you. I'm going to leave this pointed the same direction, right? And then I'm going to shade on the same side as this, on this next row down, right? And that way I don't get confused with my shading, because if I turn it upside down, it's gonna be harder for me to figure out which side to do. So I think this is how I'm gonna handle this, if that makes sense. I don't know, it just naturally worked for me, so. But of course, you may shade as always as you like. This is your art. You decide how you like to do it. That's a beautiful thing. It's a gift. Don't forget the outside of your first element, depending on what you've got over there. Yeah. I love you back. Blue Angel Tangler. All right, Lisa. 5 centimeters, Carly. Do I want to know what that's about? I love you guys. You're great. I'm just harassing you. Where's my... Of course, the tortillons are congoing up in the corner. 3D glasses. All right, here we go. And you want to keep most of that graphite down in that crease. So you just want to blend a little bit at the top. Just enough to smooth it out and take away the line. Unless I drew it too hard, and then, you know. And I definitely have my Mono Zero on hand today, because this type of thing can get in the wrong spot easily, and in this case, the wrong spot can mess up the optical illusion that we're making. And just like, was it yesterday we did Poppins? just like that. Just like we did there, the subtle shading can make a big difference. And again, you don't have to do this. You can just do your own thing. Zentangle doesn't believe in light sources and worrying about that kind of thing for specifically the reason that it's thinking. And they try to remove the decision-making process. And that reminds me, I got a comment from someone asking if there were a book or collection of tangles someplace that they could get without the philosophy or the history or any of that stuff. And so my suggestion, if you really want a printed catalog of tangles, the best way to go is to get Linda Farmer's tangle patterns thing every year or every couple of years, which is what I do, maybe every 2 or 3. And it's not very expensive, and you can get it in PDF form. You keep it on your phone or, you know, leave it on your Google Drive or whatever you use, Dropbox. And then, you know, you have that resource at your fingertips if that's what you would like. All right, so the last thing on this is going to be some, oops, wrong side. The last thing on this okay, Ms. Oscara is giving some very good information. I really want to hear this or see this. She says there's a company called Simple Stories that has all sorts of vinyl inserts in various sizes for storage. Their main focus is scrapbooking, but inserts are great for storing tiles. Yes, they are. And the sprayable fixative is a good thing also. And those two together are great. All right. All right. Okay. So what we will do on this with the white charcoal is, of course, to put this on the apex, the very top of what will be our ribbon or paper garland or whatever is in your mind to imagine. What you imagine might be completely different from what I imagine, and that's going to be cool. That's what makes the world so interesting. Everybody's got a different idea. If only we could embrace the ideas of others instead of worrying about that. Just embrace it. Embrace the differences. I love to learn about different cultures and different languages, different countries, different people. I love to hear about people with different attitudes from mine that believe different things. Love to learn about different religions and different ways of living that are completely opposite maybe to what we have where I am. And I think all of those things are what makes the human race so rich and fascinating. I just wish we could, you know, get by without all the hatefulness. Yeah, I should run the world. Okay, so as I blend this, I'm going to also let you guys know that I've been looking at a new lesson plan that Zentangle has out that goes along with the project packs. And you guys know, I told you, since most of you are enders, you know I ordered Project Pack 11 for myself with the phi tiles in it. And I'm wanting to go through that with you guys and have some fun. And so I'm thinking maybe we could do that after the 100 days is over. And so for tools, though, I think in that project pack they work on white. But we can also use, I've got Renaissance tiles in the phi size as well. But what I think would be great is if you don't have it, if you use the box tops or the box backs. So let's look at this for a second and let me tell you why this confuses me. Oh my goodness. So, for me, from a shading point, this in here and this back here should be shaded, but we've shaded on the outsides, which is completely right and fine. But I'm always confused by how this is able to work optically, even though it doesn't make sense to me intellectually. Does that make sense? But it works. It works. I really think it works better if your little C shapes on the outside aren't as big as I made mine, but that may be personal preference. And if you want to use your Mono Zero or your kneaded eraser or whatever tool you have and lift out some graphite from spots that it may have strayed into. I'm trying to work on my habit of scrubbing across. But this is PACH, and I'm going to come over here and stop messing around. I'm just kidding. We're going to draw it again. So anytime, if you can start with the little cups and then section those into rice things, there's a bunch of tangles that start this way. We're about to have a party with all y'all there. I'm going to sick 'em on you, Carlito. Okay, for the other side of this. Straight up and down, or slanted. Towards the borderline for me. You guys may have done yours differently. But I just turned the corner there. Hopefully I'm in frame. I've really got to get my glasses situation taken care of. It's frustrating to not be able to see clearly. All right, I'm sure some of you have that worse than me. So I'll stop complaining and be grateful for what I have. Sorry, I'm reading French. Thank you and greetings and thank you, Gael. Okay. Very good. Don't make me translate because I will probably guess wrong. But I think Gael says, the language English, toujours plus. I think she's saying that she understands mine okay, but I'm making this up. Who's going to translate that French for me? Come on. Come on, guys. Okay, so is French the language I'm going to Duolingo first? Maybe it better be. Well, that one went astray. Hi, Nancy. You are being very generous, lady. You don't have to give me a super chat every time. That is really sweet of you. So, Nancy, would you or any of you be interested in being a moderator when we do these? Somebody that can just sort of help out in chat. Inque pas? Oh, Polly, you are good enough. You should get some if you can. Polly says she's not good enough for real tiles yet. If you don't want to use real Zentangle tiles, then try some of the oh, who makes those? The Strathmore. I've got them on my Amazon store, the link for them. The Strathmore tiles, you can get them in gray, tan, or white. You can get them in vellum or Bristol. Well, vellum is kind of Bristol, I guess. And so you might try those. They're less expensive than the real Zentangle tiles, but nicer quality. You waste too many. Woman, you better not be throwing those away. Stop looking at it as wasted. Put them in a box. In a year from now, you'll be a much better tangler. You'll be a lot more confident. I am overshooting these like crazy. I don't know what is going on with me today. I think I like these like this better, where they're more understated. It still tends to work, even if you're not exactly lined up, visually, I mean. Aw. See, I was sort of on the right track. Scary. Chat is too fast. Yes, that I understand. That I understand. Okay, I'm going to finish these up. All right. Fun, fun, fun. I really like that. Once we get it shaded, it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Who is ready to learn some EMOBALL fun? Because these guys are fun, fun, fun. So as always, I'm going to encourage you. Let me zoom out a little bit. I'm going to encourage you guys to go to Instagram and follow Tomas. It's at Tomas_Padros. T-O. Well, I have it written down right here. Let me show you. Uh-oh. Calm down, Carlito. YouTube is holding YouTube is holding y'all's comments. Do I ever shade the rice shapes? So that's a good question. Where's my sketch pad? I did try it because it bugs me. It is sometimes too fast. The arches, yeah. Okay, so in my sketch pad, let me zoom out even further for you. Can you see? Let's see. I have to let the video catch up with me here. So how did that turn out? Marcy says she lightly shaded the rice shapes, which would be like this, correct? But then if you shaded the rice shapes, Marcy, did you also shade these right here? So, and yes, Polly, you know, you remind me so much of myself a couple of years ago where I wasn't good enough and all I did was compare myself with how good everyone else was. And I just want to remind you that we were all where you are at one point, and you've got to give yourself time to grow. So I'm waiting to hear back from Marcy. You more darkly shaded the little bridges. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Oscara, for that information. I will look into it. I am still trying to figure out the live stream thing, and I'm not as fast as you might think. So this is my example of trying to black these in. And I also played around with the idea of maybe hatching these and doing it with a curve so that it would follow this. But I really, at the end of everything, I felt this was the most effective way, is the way that it was sort of in the step out. I think they have both sides shaded in there. But anyway, what do you guys think? Yes, really? Which Facebook groups do you think are mean and judgmental? I really want to hear about this. Let's get controversial, guys. I'm just kidding. No, but I really want to know. I haven't been on Facebook in more than a year. And so thank you, Ms. Oscara, for your opinion. There you go. Okay, so you guys are doing your thing. I'm going to pay attention to my thing. Let's zoom in so my blankets aren't the middle of the screen, because that's embarrassing. All right. EMOBALLs. Let's get our pens back out. And let's have some fun. So this next tangle is by Tomás Padrós. He's a CCT in Spain, in Barcelona. And he is the king of cool stuff. He's the king of cool stuff. He teaches technical drawing, so teaching people how to draw and shade in a very realistic way. And so he is an amazing fit for Zentangle, I think. And so what you do is the original one starts with a V shape, okay? And then you're going to draw a little Pac-Man figure around it. So a little circle around there, right? And so it looks like Pac-Man or Ms. Pac-Man, but we're not putting a bow on. And so just ink that little guy in. Now we're going to aura this, and we're going to start right over here by this edge. And I'm going to go around the corner, and this is going to be a nice, thin, tight aura. And we're just going to aura the very top of it. Dana, are you getting in trouble? What did I do, Lori? What did I do, Lorianne? I'm about 6 seconds ahead of you guys, so I'm confused. All right. Oh, you're teaching. Whoops. They catch the teacher on YouTube, you're going to be in trouble. All right. So what you do, the last step is to start a little bit above the end of this, and you can bring this down if you want to. It really depends on how you want it to look. And you're going to draw a little orb. Now I'm going to tell you now, they all look different. Okay. Okay, Lorianne, I'll stop getting excited. Now, the next thing with this is more fun. Depending on the shape that you make these have very different personalities, if you will. And when Tomás realized what was going on there, that's where they got their name. It's because each shape gives them a very different feeling, a very different look. And they are so fun to play with. Now, I want you guys to play with these in your sketch pads if you're not familiar with this tangle. The key is when you aura the top to start above where you've auraed and bring it out. Now, you can play with making the balls smaller or larger, which is interesting. You can turn almost all of these shapes upside down and get something completely new. So Tomás calls them a family, and they very much are. you can just see the arguing start. So that nice thin aura. And then if you wanted one to be a little bit thinner and longer, you could make him thinner and longer. This guy's short and fat, right? This guy's got a lot to say. This guy's trying not to listen. What else can you do? This is one of my favorites, just a simple orb that you ink in. And I have tried almost every orb, or every inked in shape I could think of with this, and they're all really interesting. It's another one, just straight and sort of thickened. Nancy, are you singing in chat? So you would just R at the top. Yeah. Okay. So what other shapes can we think of to try? What else do I have over? Oh, this one's one of my favorites. Just to sort of give it a little bit of curve in one direction. Look what you got now. That guy is a big mouth, isn't he? You guys are having a huge party in chat without me. All right, cool, cool. I can deal. All right, what else can we put in here? It's a pickle. Adding alien balls. Oh man, I knew I forgot. Nancy, is that, wait, let me do one. Let me make sure I don't mess it up. Is that the one where you do the, and you ink them in and then do the little, am I thinking right, Nancy? Is this, wait. This is it? Okay, so let me make sure I know what I'm doing. And then you add the ball like this, right? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay. Good idea, Nancy. Good idea. All right, let's do it. So get your sketch pads out and have a little EMOBALL fun, or alien ball. And there's another one that I'm wanting to learn that I didn't spend enough time on there with yet. It's called something else. But you can just have the whole family emoting with this. And they're really fun to stick into tiles in little corners. At least I think they are. They frequently make people go, "What is that?" Which is always a cool thing. There we go. Now we're cooking. Well, except we were cooking. Now he's got a brain hemorrhage here. He's bleeding off to the side. He's all right. He's all right. So I like to layer these guys. Yum Yum Ball, that's it. But I don't remember how he does that. So that one's going to have to wait. So what other? Oh, yeah. So here's the challenge to this. What I like to do in my sketch pad is come up with as many multi-sided shapes as I can think of. This is a triangle, of course. And see what you come up with. That is so much fun because sometimes what you come up with is really fun, right? What else could you do? Square. What do you call these? Poly something? Is this what happens when you put a square peg in a round hole? I think it is. So that guy's kind of cool. I like the square. That's just because I was a square growing up. What else could we do in here? Give me some ideas, guys. Oh, I did one on my other tile that was sort of like this, only it was more like this. And it's like I said, any shape you think you can come up with, it might work. But this is play for sketch pads if you're not sure what to do or what will work and what won't. That's why you've got those. So I'm going to aura like this. Oh, look at this guy. I think we're gonna have to go like this. Look how fun he is. He is really having a time, this one. Ooh, a heart. Good idea. Good idea. Isabel, you don't have to draw a heart, okay? But I would be interested to see if your apple shape might work with this. That might be interesting. All right, so aura. Oh, see, this is the mama. That's what I think when I see this. This is the mama. Isabel. Yep, it's raining here too, okay? What other shapes, guys? Give me some ideas. Because these are fun. What else could we do? Done the teardrop thing. Gail, there's a lot of English going on in here. I'm not sure it's all appropriate for everyone, but it's still English. All right. How about a rectangle? That's one I haven't done yet. Let's make a thin one. Like this. See if this guy's going to look stern or what. I just have the best time seeing what kind of personalities come out. Oh, this guy is the sour one. Yes, half the fun is then embellishing them afterwards. True, true, true. So, and I also want to point out you can do these tiny too. If you want to make some small little children in here, that's going to work great. Oh, I forgot to do my oval sideways too. So layering, good. Overlapping, good. Printemps, yeah. Oh, now whoops. A printemps eye. Hey, let's see what happens. I'm feeling kind of frisky today. It's the chilly weather. So let's aura this. Oh, we got a hypnotist here. This is the gypsy. Actually, he's just looking for world domination here, I think. Don't you feel like there's world domination happening here? Or at least EMOBALL domination. What else can we try? Ooh, I know what I want to try. I'm going to try. Not truly a heart, more a V shape. Something maybe a little sharp. I think he will look evil, but maybe not. Maybe he'll just look like bunny ears. Are you there? It is bunny ears. An asterisk. Okay. A star, really? Now you're just pushing my boundaries here. It's a star. How would I do that? I'm bad at stars. That's the only reason I hesitate. But an asterisk, I could probably do. Ooh, this brings some fun ideas up. Is this the princess? The fairy godmother, maybe? There you go. Asterisk. The letter U. Are you guys coming up with something that's going to embarrass me? I'm just asking. That might be interesting. Okay. I might bring this one down a little bit. Well, there you go. You know, you could do that with most letters. Well, maybe maybe some of them. What else you got for me, peeps? You think you like the shading inside the rice shapes best? Well, I'm not done with that business. So, let's see what we're doing. We're at an hour. I think I'm going to put a little one over here. Sort of fill things out. River, don't start, little girl. So I have a car rented for Tuesday. We are ready for our trip. Okay. So I may very well, as I finish my tile, turn this upside down and do these going the other direction. Absolutely, because Zentangle is, you know, we don't believe in the ups and downs. What I definitely want to do is put some little orbs down here that I can make look like little stones or rocks or something. On a gray tile, these are always fun. You can pop your little jelly roll in there. We're enjoying that truck, boy. Ooh, thank you. I definitely need a blinking live sign for outside the house. I won't start that other stuff again. There was enough of that yesterday. Okay, Ms. Oscara, thank you so much for joining us. Yours look like pool balls. I don't think that's a bad thing, Carlito. Draw number 8 on one. You'll know which one to avoid. All right. So that makes a cute little underneath thing. Just packing them in there tight. It's basically tipple. Ooh, hats. Smurf shoes. The tops of them do look like the tops of Smurf shoes. I know exactly what you're talking about. Good one, good one. Dolores says these look like Smurf shoes. She's right. This right here, this one right here, looks like the top of one of those, doesn't it? So hats, definitely a possibility. I'm going to have to put some more in there, though, because most of my good hat-wearing folks are down here. We got a little bit creative up there. And I'm not sure this guy's the hat-wearing kind. And, you know, you look at him and you go, yeah, I'm not going to ask him. Because, yeah, he just has that look about him, you know, the ask me if I need something. Just go ahead. All right. Yeah. Nancy says if you tip the openings towards each other, then it looks like they're whispering. Absolutely right. So I'm going to make 2 of them whisper. As you get started, the more you play with these, the more ideas you will get. Okay. So this one. Then we're going to put the other one really close in. And point it at this other guy. You know, the gossips are the ones with the pointy ones. What am I going to do with this space? What if I snuck a small little eye in there on the top, like somebody peeking out? What do you think? Can you even tell? Nobody will be able to see it. A wizard needs a hat. Auras? Come on, you can't hate auras. It's like saying you hate orbs. What kind of a person hates orbs? Then you'd have to, like, hate your husband or something because it's necessary. Okay, probably gonna need to clean that up in a different light where I can actually see. So let's put a couple of guys over here that are completely paying attention to their own thing and give them some little zinger hats. Because I've been dying to try this. All right. Okay. Ooh, I don't know what to do with this guy. I'm just going to let that stop there. Okay, so for a little festive hat, I'm just going to add a little C shape on there. And I'm just going to keep adding them. until they're gone. Hey, that's fun. I like it. All right, R's are our friends. So I'm going to put another one over here, and he's going to have sort of a sour mouth. He's going to be a sausage turned on its side. This one's going to need a hat for sure. His name is Bruiser. Doesn't even look like a bruiser. All right, let's give this guy a bigger one. I love making them go off to the side. Oh my gosh, I'm having too much fun with this. So I'm gonna, let's see, put another kid one in here. They're not actually kids, of course. They're just the smaller ones. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. I like it. I'm so bad. Oh my goodness. Are you using like a regular ballpoint, Carlito? Carlito's having trouble with auras and saying she doesn't have the correct type of pen. Hey, Guernsey girl. Hi, Sarah. Is that you? I know it is. Welcome to Sarah Harrison, one of our star pattern creators. She's from the UK. Well, she's from the Guernsey Islands, and now she's in the UK. Right? We should invent a new language, Gaia says. She's correct. All right. Where was I? Probably inking things. There. Well, at the risk of Nancy sending me a message later on Instagram, I'm going to go ahead and fill this with orbs. It's scary how much you guys understand me. All right. What else can we do here? We've got the coffee clutch over here having a chat. This guy's one of their husbands. You can't see it, but he's carrying her purse. Ooh, fescue is a good idea. Ah, okay. Thank you for the correction. Hi, Diana. We start at my time, 2 p.m. Where are you located? I'm in Central Standard or Central Daylight Time right now. Who knows? So I kind of like the idea of stacking these up. We need a really cute one on the top, sort of like a Tiny Tim of this whole thing. A Tiny Tim EMOBALL. What shape should he be? The round ones are so bright-eyed, but I really like these little oval ones. And for a kid, these little teardrop shapes are too serious. Is that just me? The infinity symbol and the yin-yang. Okay. Yeah, we could do that. Definitely. Okay. patios. Well, it looked, yeah, I figured it looks a little French, and I knew the filet or the feet. I don't know how to say it, but I know that's the word for a girl. So Christmas tree for Tiny Tim, Patty. You're out of control, woman. I'm just kidding. Two triangles pointing in. Oh, I like that idea. So the points. Okay, Cindy, that's a stupid question. That's a really stupid question. Let's see if we can do something different with a triangle. A snowman. Now you're just making up words, Carlito. I'm just kidding. You can see, though, guys, that you can put just about any shape you can think of in the head of one of these. Now, some of them are going to be more effective than others. So let's do this one. Wow. First, let's fix this. And don't forget, when you're drawing your auras and they're not coming out good, that you can still use your ink pen to sort of even out from the other side, right? Because you can't fix the auras, but you can go with it. Question. I'm not on Instagram other than Facebook. Oh, that's tough. Well, you can send me a message on Facebook, but I will tell you I don't get on there but maybe once or twice a year. So it may be a long time before I get it. And I'm really sorry about that. I can't deal with social media very well. It just makes me nuts. So that ends us up looking just like this one. So I'm not sure that helped me any. If you round your corners more, the pattern fits perfectly. All right. It ends up looking like an owl. So the thing about Instagram is for artists. It's for sharing photos and pictures with each other. It's not like Facebook where there's a lot of content. It's more browse through the pictures kind of thing. It's like a picture book. And the great thing for artists is that, or anybody, is that you really can design your experience with Instagram however you like. If all you want to see is art, which is the way I have mine configured, then only follow artists and only follow hashtags that are art related. Um, and so every time I open up Instagram, I am bombarded with beautiful art because that's what I look for. And so you can have it like that. Now, if you want to share things with family and friends and also see that kind of content, then you can do that. But if your purpose for getting on there is solely to share your art, then it's an ideal place to do. You don't have to maintain a huge profile. You can just sort of start in and then just upload pictures. And you don't have to follow anybody you don't want to. And it's pretty good. I mean, I don't mind it. It's less overwhelming. But if you're on there, then you can send me direct messages if you'd like. This guy is about to crush little bunny ears down here. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do about that. Probably just fill it with orbs. There seems to be plenty of those. So I'm not pushing Instagram on anybody. It's just, Facebook, no. Although I'm getting closer, guys. I'm getting closer to that Facebook group some of you guys want. Just as long as you can live with me never showing up. I'm just kidding. If we had a group, I would show up. I think my thing is I don't want to be responsible for the group. I think that's my thing. Orbs. Orbs are your friends. So another thing we could draw in behind here would be Boulder Builder or something like that. But I suspect I'm probably going to put one more in here and then I'm going to be done with my line art. It is easy to join. If you have a Facebook account, it's very simple. You can log in through Facebook to Instagram and voila, you're there. Facebook and Instagram are both owned by the same company, so you can pretty much do, you know, whatever you want account-wise, and you can have it fixed where it will post automatically to post automatically to Facebook when you post to Instagram, so you don't have to do your posting twice, which is a nice feature. I'm just having trouble getting it to post to my Facebook page instead of my personal account. All right. Doesn't she look like a Marcy? She just looks like a Marcy. I don't know. She's just full of love. See, just like my Marcy. Let's see. See, that Carlito, that's one reason I stopped going to Facebook. It's too much drama. I don't need that kind of stuff in my life. But I do like to look at everybody's pictures, so Instagram is a good compromise for me. So I might go around and put a little rounding in here. Of course, with me, that's dangerous. And if you are working in layers, so for example, on these that are in front of others where I've overlapped, right? You can round these together, but then you have destroyed your sense of overlapping, right? Because you have then brought them both up to the same layer. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to use that with caution. If they're both sort of on the same layer, then I'm going to be okay with it. But if they are not, then no. Darcy, on my Facebook page, on my Tireless Tangler page. Isn't that the truth? Carlito says it's better to see pictures of people's art than their dinner on Facebook. I agree. But you don't get a lot of that on Instagram. And like I said, you can make it so you're following whomever you like. Yeah, some fescue. You know, Mama over here needs some plushy hat. Sort of like, you know, one of those Russian ones. All right, now we're having fun. At least I am. Yep. I like it now. I should design hairstyles. Yeah. Yeah, she's got her serious hat on now. This guy might need just a little bit of a guy here, and his is going to be kind of sharp-edged. Because, you know, he's a serious guy. But not that serious. Oh my goodness, I'm amusing myself again. You know that's dangerous. And it's time to hang it up because the kiddo is going to be home soon. All right. So on EMOBALL for shading of uvula dangling from... You guys are nuts. Just saying. Just saying. Fescue. Still a good idea, though. Fescue can be difficult for me. Sometimes I get it, sometimes not so much. There we go. River. River. She's like, why is she talking to me? So I'm not sure what's going to happen on Tuesday yet. We're going to see if I can get a video ready for that day, since I will be in Tulsa with my little girl. River, I mean, of course. And we're going to see what happens, and then hopefully I'll have a video up for that day. Maybe if I start that now, we'll be good to go. All right. All right, so we covered... I had like stuff that I was supposed to tell you guys. We talked about Zoom, right? What did Kathy say? A uvula, oh yeah. So we talked about Zoom, right? I've got an account set up. I've got a actual Zoom meeting scheduled. I just need to know from you guys if you are interested in doing that about the same time as we do these, or if we need to preferably shift that, or how you feel about that. What do you think? Let me know. And then hopefully all of you have figured out where the community tab is. And what I'm going to do then is add the Zoom link to the community tab. And we will be able to have up to 100 people, unless, you know, 1,000 of you guys are wanting to get in, which, you know, I think we're going to be okay with 100. I don't think we have any, you know, mobs that are looking to join in. That'll probably be 100 will probably be pretty good, but their professional versions aren't too bad as far as the cost goes. So we'll see how that goes before I spend any money on anything. Let's do one just for fun, just a meet and greet, and bring your artwork so that we can both share and finish. You know, be drawing. It's awkward. It helps when you're meeting new people like that, if you have something to be doing with your hands and your eyes, I find. So that's why I like the idea of a work in progress. Well, that one's really graphite heavy, and I need to do something in here. I'll just have to comb my hair. Okay, you guys are killing me. Killing me. You can turn off the camera. They have a variety of interesting backgrounds that we can look at. I think they also have it where you can glam yourself or something on there. So don't freak out too much. It'll just be us. Most of us are old anyway, so no problems. At least I am. I don't know about the rest of you young people. Well, we missed having SoCal and Linda here today. It was so nice of them to come yesterday. That SoCal is a sweetheart. They are going to love Art Club. I'm talking about Eni Okens Art Club. ENIOKENS. Eni Oken. Or, no S on the end. OKEN. Annieoken.com. Art Club is awesome. I have been a member since it started, maybe the month after it started. And even though I don't get to participate that much anymore because of time, it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing experience, and you will never regret it. And he is twice the teacher I will ever be. She is so knowledgeable and so smart and so good and so encouraging and sweet. You're gonna love her. And don't forget to tell her I sent you. Whew, that's a lot of graphite I got on here. All right. Carlito, I do too. How is any different, Allison? Aw. I am sure we have different styles. I'm a much more casual person. I'm pretty casual. Her art intimidates me. Big time. But when I come out of lessons and I have a tile that is, you know, maybe not better than hers, but at least I can hold it up and go, yeah, that's not bad. You know, then I figure that's a win. And some of those tiles are great. Do you activate it, Sarah? Do you activate your watercolor pencil when you shade with it? I got some of the sketch-in washes from the last project pack from Zentangle, and I have not done it yet, but I intend to play with shading with those. Oh, she is not intimidating at all. She is so kind. English is her second language. She speaks Portuguese as her first language. She's from South America. I'm trying to remember where. She is very encouraging. I like the full tiles too, Carlito. I think you may struggle with the whole negative space thing like I do. Just if there's a blank, you should fill it, right? That's how I always feel. And see, these become really interesting once you've added the shading. And on these tiles, you can also use your charcoal to touch in some highlights and spots. Just to sort of intensify that. And you can always put your highlights in first and then shade around them. It's just however you like to handle it. There is no one right way, I have learned. There are a lot of people that believe it has to be their way or no way. I do not believe that. I believe that each person is different, and each person will respond differently to different things. And so that what is going to work for one person is not necessarily going to work for someone else. And you have to find the way that you need for you. So I can give recommendations and such, but really it's a matter of experience and trying different things. This is always so understated when I'm looking at the tile, but when I see the camera, I'm like, wow, that's really white. And on these hats, if you put a little shading on one side, then you can put some highlight on the top. That's going to work out cool. All right, so I'm going to blend some of these. Just smooth it out. Doesn't have to be perfect. And we're to just sort of shade to one side. Now I'm going to put graphite right down the middle of this. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we're going to find out. Fun. Yeah. All right. And this dude's hat. I need to do something with this. There we go. Kind of fun little family, huh? I'm going to have to go back and read all this chat I missed while I was yapping. Okay. I don't know how that would work. Was it Marcy that shaded the inside of hers? And then I just don't know if it's enough of a color difference. You said you shaded with the dark on the top, right? Let's see, even these on the ends over here where it's a little crunched up or something, it still works. The shading still works. The pattern still works. Now, as far as turning corners, there's a reason I didn't do that. So yeah, so adding your highlights and all of that is your final step. And don't forget to add your chop, sign, and appreciate. So hold your tile out at arm's length and look at it and find something to appreciate about it. Even if you don't like it, I want you to find something that is good about it. And people that say they can't find anything good are not looking very hard. Sometimes what's good is you got up this morning and you drew something. Sometimes that's all we can ask for. God knows it is for me. Sometimes just getting up and doing something is worth praise and admiration and appreciation. So if that's what you managed to do today, be glad for it. You could have, you know, laid in bed all day instead. Instead, you got up and made something beautiful. So make sure that you're thinking about things the right way. And this time I am going to tell you what to do. Think positive, because negativity does not hurt anybody but you. Puffball mushrooms. You are welcome, Patty. Beet juice. Hey, now, Nancy, that's a good idea. She says use a Zentangle tile for a coaster, and anything that spills on it is fair game. The only thing about that is you have to keep in mind that some things are going to leave a residue that may not mix well with your pen ink or your nib. And so you just want to keep that in mind when you're dealing with other essences. All right, guys, this is where I'm going to stop today. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead. Do you guys feel like the Zoom class on the weekend would be a good plan? Okay, so I'm a little bit ahead of chat, I think. And so I'm just going to say that I would love to meet on Tuesday. Not on Tuesday. Wrong. Not Tuesday. Sunday. Sunday. But it will have to be after this meeting, and I don't know if that's or before this meeting. So Zoom on a weekday is better. Okay. Oh no, we're not getting rid of you, Carlito. No. So I'm going to go ahead and schedule one, and it'll probably be an hour earlier than this. And so then we could do that and then hop over to the video or the live or whatever we're going to do. And then we'll just take it one meeting at a time and see what's up. I want you to figure out where the community tab is, okay? Let me show you that really quickly on my phone, even though I'm going to be missing chat while I'm there. Whoops. I kind of need this, don't I? So you go to my channel page. Let me look at this as somebody else here, because then it doesn't look like what it does to you guys. Okay. All right. Tireless. Yep, there I am. Okay, so this is our my channel page, right? Hopefully this is what you see. And if you look right here, right below whatever the latest is, you have right here, these are my posts on the community tab. Now, if you're on an iOS device, if you're on an iPad, this will not work, but it will work on an Android tablet or an Android phone or an iOS phone, but just not the iPad, okay? And it works on computer. So you should see this, and so when I get the Zoom class scheduled, then I will put the notification and the link to it in a community post right here, okay? So be looking for that, and we'll take it from there. All right, guys, thank you very much for being with me today. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you and the energy and the love that you bring. And I am going to see you all soon, okay? See you tomorrow. Be good. Have fun shading with EMOBALL, and I will see you then.